Okay, so I'm bummed not to be with you today, so I just wanted to go over a couple of the questions that you might have with this matching activity. So remember, when we talk about circles, and I have a circle here with a center 2, 1, that means if I just give a brief, so let me just put a little coordinate here, that means 2, 1, it's hanging out up here somewhere, okay? Now, the problem is, remember that with circle equations, we can't just use a squared, b squared, c squared if it's not on the origin. Because it's not on the origin, then we would come up with this weird length like this, and that wouldn't be true. So, the first part here is making sure we properly shift the circle. So, I'm going to start with x, and I can tell how I drew it here that it's 2 over this direction. We need to pull it back towards the origin, so that would mean minus 2, and that's our a squared. Okay, just like a squared b plus b squared equals c squared when we have our usual equation. That part should be a review. Okay, and we need to add the y, like a plus b. And this time it's a little bit above, so we need to pull it back down to get it to the origin. So that would go y minus 1 squared. Last piece of information to write this equation would have to do with this radius. And we always take the radius and we square it. Okay. This left side, even though it looks really complicated, I can't actually even reduce that at all. So I'm going to put those still here. But radical 5 squared is just 5. This equation right here would be the best equation that could go into this box with a radius of radical 5 and a center of 2, which we have to minus 2 to get back to the center, and the origin, and 1. Okay, let's do the same thing here for another example with a center of 2, negative 1. So again, x, this time a same deal, this both has a 2, so I'll have to go minus 2 squared plus y. Okay, this time if we drew it, it's hanging out down here, so we have to actually add to get it to go up. So y plus 1 squared equals, I'm not going to change the radius, so I'll just put 5 because we already did that there. Okay, that would be the equation that go in this box. You continue, you have 4 you have to make up yourself, and you should be able to use the pattern to do those all by scratch. But hopefully having the other papers to glue gives you a guidance and can tell if you're making a mistake or not. Again, if after today you're really stuck, please text or email questions, but hopefully this gives you a starting point.